welcome to the Astro Imaging Journey channel. Please enjoy the episode. Hello and welcome back to my Astro Imaging Journey channel. In this episode, I'm going to be doing an unboxing of the Pluto trigger. I already took it out of the box. I thought it was part of another package that I was looking for, and so the actual packaging can't go over that. But we do have inside that box were two smaller boxes. One contains the Pluto trigger, one contains an adapter. If anybody's familiar with this product and why am I doing this on my Astro Imaging channel, well, that's because it's got a lot of features, including an intervalometer, which we use for our nightscapes and star trails and different things. So will it replace my other intervalometer? Not sure. I primarily bought it for lightning photography, and hopefully it'll work for that, but with the other settings, we'll see how that goes as well. So the first thing we're going to look at is we're going to look at this little box here, which is our adapter cable. Let me get zoomed in on that. Just a little adapter cable. And let's pop this out. This was the E3, which is for the Canons, which is what I use. And it's got the nice little cord, or spiral cord. But it's a short little cable, and it stretches out pretty far, but given the distance on the camera is about that far between the hot shoe and the remote jack, yeah, that's pretty long enough. And if I wanted to move it somewhere else, you know, got some extra length there. So that looks pretty decent. Looks like 2.5 millimeter jacks. Yep, so that's good. That should work. And Pluto trigger, I'll put a link in the description to where I purchased it from. You can get it pretty much anywhere, like Amazon and stuff. I ordered it direct from the manufacturer's website. Pricing was exactly the same. So let's do this the right way. So Pluto trigger comes in like a lot of stuff, little sleeve, decorative sleeve. On the front it says 24 modes, Bluetooth connection, shutter release, time lapse, and star trails, long exposure, HDR, high-speed sensors. So let's zoom in on that. Come on. And it's controlled via an app that you can get on either of the Apple App Store or Google Play. Black box. Let me get that over here. And let's open that up. So we have a nice little info card with the scan codes so that you can get the app easy, or you can go into the App Store and download it. Carrying case. Feels like there's some cables or something in there. I'll open that up here in a second. And the Pluto trigger itself, real tiny. Put it next to my head, that's real tiny. But let's see if we can zoom in on that. There we go. And on this end, There's an on-off switch, and on this side is the light sensor. And then there's a couple sensors on the top as well, including a microphone. It looks like we got a couple connections on the side here. Let's see, come on, zoom in, there we go. Got a couple connections on the side here, including micro USB, I'm assuming for charging. And lastly, let's look here. Okay. And lastly, we have a laser. And let's zoom in on that. So we got a laser. It's off. Got an on-off switch on this side. And on the underside, we have 1/4 millimeter or 1/4 inch thread adapter. So you can mount this to a tripod. From what I'm reading, you can use this, set it up somewhere, align it with the Pluto trigger, and anything that breaks the beam will trigger the shutter. I could see it having its uses, however, I probably will not use that outside of a random test. So we'll put that back in the box. Let's look at the trigger. Well, let's look at what's inside this bag. So inside this little carrying bag, we've got standard adapter that I have no idea what it goes to. I've never seen a connection like that. Micro USB cable and a hot shoe attachment. One thing I did not show was back here on the Pluto trigger. Right about there is the 1/4 millimeter or 1/4 inch. I cannot talk today. 1/4 inch threaded adapter for putting on a tripod. So if we wanted to, we could get one of those little, I'm not sure what the brand name is, but they're the little, they got the articulating tripod arms, kind of like gorilla arms. So you could mount this somewhere. So for example, what I could do is I could mount this on the front of the pillar for my porch with one of those gorilla adapters or some other type of an adapter, and to better sense when the lightning strike or what have you occurs, and then with the length of the cord or maybe an extension of some sort, I could then run that connection to the camera and have the camera set back a little bit so that it's undercover and protected from the elements. But it does come with a hot shoe. Let's see here if we can get in on that. We got a little hot shoe adapter. And it's got the 1/4 inch threading there. So we can take screw this into the Pluto trigger and then mount this in the hot shoe on the top of the camera and do what we need to do. So that's pretty nice. One thing I do not like that I can see already is this carrying case. We're going to have the Pluto trigger in there, which will fit just fine. However, once you put this in there, so the remote cable, the Pluto trigger itself, and the hot shoe attachment might rattle around a little bit, and if you don't keep the hot shoe attachment on here, which, let me put that right here, I mean, it'll fit in the bag just fine. You know, it looks like it'll be okay, being an L shape like it is. It's a little awkward with the bag, but if that ever comes detached inside the bag, that will rattle around and potentially scuff up your sensors on the front and the top. So think a better designed pouch, maybe a 2-compartment pouch, one for your hot shoe attachment and remote cable, and then another one for your Pluto trigger and possibly the laser. But well, this is what we got. This is what we'll do with. So that pretty much is it for the unboxing. How do I plan on using this, especially in particular for this channel? Well, like I said, it's got the intervalometer ability, so our time lapses and our star trails will be able to do that just fine. See if it's got any more granularity to it that will be useful, as opposed to using the other intervalometer that I've been using for a while. It's worked just fine, but we shall see. And then obviously, like I said, I got it for the light sensing capability to be able to do lightning photography. So once I get a chance to use this, it's going to be cloudy and rainy, at least for the next couple of days, so I'm not going to be able to use this just yet. But I will at least try to use the intervalometer and do some star trails or time lapse, something. Might be able to do some time lapse with the clouds, depending on how they look. We'll see. And I also want to try the Lightning and a couple other features that come with it, and we'll see how everything works. So that review will be coming back. Like I said, I will be using this for some astro imaging type things. So we will we'll do a review of this. Might be a piece of gear to put in your kit if you're doing travel photography or nightscape photography. Might be something worth having. So yeah, with that, I want to say thanks everybody for watching. Hope you're staying safe and healthy out there. As always, clear skies, and have a good one. Thank you for watching yet another video from the Astro Imaging Journey channel. Really appreciate your viewership. In our upper right, we have the latest video we've uploaded. In our lower right, we have what YouTube might think you would enjoy. And in the lower left is our subscription button. Please like this video, subscribe if you so choose. As always, clear skies, have a good one, and remember Duke.